Okay, hi everybody. I wanted to have a look at this. I got this. This is the Quintesson Pit of Judgement from the War for Cybertron trilogy toy line. Transformers. Only these guys do not transform, so they are not Transformers, but that is okay. They're still an integral part of Transformers lore and history, so I wanted to, just have a look at this because I got this and it's such a neat piece for any Transformer collection because it's the only time I have ever seen, as far as I'm aware, the very famous and one of my favorite scenes from Transformers the movie. I've never seen this translated into toy form. So I just thought that'd be really cool to have a look at it. It's just a lot of respect for that time in Transformers history. I think Hasbro has really put out a lot of good stuff to capitalize on the legacy of Transformers. So, got a few more pieces of tape I need to remove because otherwise I'm just going to bust this box up. And I do want to actually keep the box for this one. So for those of you who are not aware, and I don't know who on this channel would be, but the Quintessons were they're first in the Transformers the movie from 1986. Hot Rod and Cup ended up on their planet, Quintessa is what it was called. And then they were going to be put on trial. And the trial is a bit of a sham because whether you're found guilty or innocent, you get fed to the Sharkticons. This is basically just this is what they do for fun. They're a little bored. So they're just like, let's just feed everyone to our sharks. And they laugh. They just have the best time of their lives. They really count on a lot of people making their way to Quintessa. Because the trial itself only lasts like a couple minutes, if even. So, what do they do with the rest of their time? I don't know. They did make their way into the Transformers series after the fact. They never really capitalized on the whole Pit of Judgement thing again, even though I found that to be one of the most interesting things about them. They were more like scientists, and then there was this whole backstory about them creating the original Transformers. That history has kind of been retconned in a few, or rather, in other continuities is not the situation. But every now and then the Quintessons appear again. I have now chattered enough to buy myself a little bit of time. Okay, opening this box might be a little more work than I anticipated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to things being out. So hang tight. Okay, so I got it out, thankfully. So let's have a look at all the pieces we have in here. So what is nice is it actually has the set, more or less, of the Pit of Judgement. So we got the Sharkticon pit at the bottom here. This guy who pulls the lever, the judge, and this guy here, Mr. Squiddy here, over here. So basically, they have the whole thing laid out. They even give you Kranix, the poor soul who escaped his planet as Unicron gobbled it up. Come on, Kranix. Yeah, there we go. See? We even have poor Kranix, who of course is inevitably gobbled up by the Sharkticons. Let's see. Let's pull everything out. He's just gonna hang out right there. The Sharkticon. Now this one actually might transform because, as you know, the Sharkticons did transform in the movie. Yeah. Oh, by the way, it came with one of these. This is just sort of, I guess, what would normally be an instruction manual. But oh wait, oh, look at this. It is an instruction manual. Now some of these things are, not exactly transform. Oh no, it does transform. Huh. Well, look at that. And then these guys, okay, so these guys do transform. Okay, so hey, I just said it wasn't really Transformers, but it is actually Transformers. Look at that. Oh no, that's a whoopsie. Gotta remember this guy's head can come off. This guy was always my favorite, Mr. Squiddy here. Come on, Squiddy. Very alien-esque, his head. There's this guy. I don't even know what these guys are called. Whoa, okay, so in another video that I shot that, we wound up not using that footage, I called this guy the Bailiff, and apparently that's what he's called. He's called the Bailiff. There you go. And you can give him an axe. Somehow. How can you hold this? Oh. Ta-da! So here you go. Of course, the death head was always my favorite. This was the head that was used primarily in the War for Cybertron series, and they ladyified it, which is, you know, fine. Giving these characters sort of split personalities was an interesting take. I don't know if they were supposed to in the original series, but yeah. Then she chopped off all her other heads and took over. And unfortunately, I kind of feel like these concepts never really went anywhere too interesting, which is part of the problem with how rushed that whole series wound up being. And oh yeah, there you go. And now it can actually rotate around now that I've loosened it up a little bit. And they can all laugh at someone dying, you know, like they do. Okay, so there's all this stuff. Let's maybe give it a transform and see how everything looks. Come on, focus. There's the Sharkticon transformed, and I gotta say, I always like their beast mode, as it were, their Sharkticon mode, a lot better than their robot mode. They always look very squat and kind of goofy, and this is kind of in line with that, you know. It actually looks a little bit better than I think it did in the movie, but there you go. And then there's this guy, the bailiff. He turns into this crocodile creature thing, and he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Rawr, he says. He says rawr. Okay, well, I figured it out. I don't exactly know what this is supposed to be, this thing that the judges turned into, but there it is. It is a thing, and it transformed. You know, I think I prefer the original version better. Yeah, you know, it's just a thing that exists. I don't know, but, you know, I guess I like that there was an option. Bailiff. Sharkticon. I guess it's like a little cage you could put Kranix into if you wanted to. And of course, then there's just this guy. He's like, I don't even have a dual identity. I am secure in who I am. Good for you, sir. Okay. Well, there we go. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably transform in the back because I kind of like their original modes the best. This guy's pretty cool though. I like him. As far as like the two alternative modes, this guy's got, I think, the strongest for both modes. The bailiff is where it's at. And hey, I learned something from the instructions here. Doubt, death, wrath, wisdom, wit. Cool. Alright. Prosecutor, bailiff, Kranix, Sharkticon, and the judge. Cool. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And yeah, if you can find one of these Pits of Judgments for a good price, I say go for it. It is really awesome, even though some of the transforming gimmicks are not the best, particularly that judge. The rest of it is good, and also its OG form is where it's at. Yeah, have a good one. Thanks for watching, everybody.